Hello everyone, this is Tony Richards. Welcome to another edition of Clear Vision TV. And on these episodes of Clear Vision TV, I'm talking about the best life lessons that I've learned in life and in business and growing up and going through 3 decades of business. I know I'm not that old, but I just started really young. And today, one of the best life lessons I've learned is learning is your most powerful leverage in life. Learning is your most powerful leverage in life. Now, you know what leverage is. Leverage gives you the ability to displace something heavier. There's a famous quote by Archimedes that says, "Give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I'll move the world." And your resource to find that leverage and that fulcrum to move the world is to be constantly learning. Be constantly learning more and more. And I've got some reasons today why you should continue to learn. Number one, it'll keep you from being bored. It'll keep you from being bored. The times in my life that I look back that I've gotten in the most negative situations is because I was simply bored. And I was looking for some more excitement in my life. I was looking for something more thrilling in my life. And I ended up going into more negative situations and making bad choices than right choices. So you need to keep yourself stimulated. You need to keep yourself growing. You need to keep yourself learning. And that's number one. Number two is you keep in touch with the world. I don't know if you realize this or not, but the world's moving faster than it's ever been moving before. I mean, information is doubling at an incredible rate. Why is it important for you to stay in touch with the world? Well, because of your credibility. If you don't stay in touch with what's going on, you'll sound outdated and stale. And so by trying new things and learning new ideas, you'll be better able to relate to the world and to those around you. Number three is you'll get more brain power. And you know, I've often emphasized the EQ. I've often emphasized the implementation of the idea and also to increase your ability, but it all starts with IQ. And while IQ may not be important overall, what is important is that you know your stuff, that you know your business, that you know the industry you work in. What is the amount of information you need to constantly be accumulating for your position to be an expert? So you get more brain power. That's number three. Number four, you'll look at the world with fresh eyes. You'll look at the world with fresh eyes. Of course, implementation is important, but the idea has to come first. And people are always looking for fresh new ideas on how to approach things. And so if you start looking at the world with a fresh perspective, you can begin to innovate. And you know, innovation is just taking a lot of previously used ideas and concepts that have been tried that have been successful and putting a fresh spin on it, putting a fresh perspective on it and getting it to work. Number five, and this is maybe one you haven't thought of about learning, but you'll get healthier. Yeah, by learning more and accumulating more knowledge, you get healthier because scientists have found in studies that learning new things and avoiding boredom and staying excited about what it is that you do in your work reduces cortisol levels. And we know that cortisol levels helps you keep weight on, it causes you to be lethargic and all sorts of stuff. So you reduce those chemicals in your body and stay healthier if you learn more. Because anybody who's ever been great at what they do has been a lifelong learner. Everyone who's ever been any good at what they do has been a lifelong learner. Think of anybody that you know that is brilliant. I mean, the one person that I can think of that I always put in this category was a great American named Benjamin Franklin. And one of the best books you could ever read is the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. And he was a constant learner. He was a constant student of not just one particular field, but many. And the career of Benjamin Franklin is almost unparalleled in the history of business people and industry-wide people in the United States. So there are 7 reasons that back up my life lesson today that you need to be a lifelong learner. Go out and learn something today This is Tony Richards. I'll see you next time on another episode of Clear Vision TV.